I need to know what's going on. I got 9 kids to feed. 9 babies. And I want to know why they ain't put my food stuff on their car.
Do what?
I done been waiting. I done did my application. And I got 3 handicapped babies. I need to know why my food stamps ain't on my car.
I have 7 kids, 7 different baby daddies. Yeah, 7 different baby daddies. I heard it. You heard it right here. And I do receive $3,000 in EBT food stamps.
She says we have 24 hours. I don't know, because Section 8 didn't pay this month or last month. You guys, my landlord just showed up to our house, our trailer, okay? And told me that we have 24 hours to move. 24 hours, not even 24 hours. She's giving me till 4 o'clock tomorrow to be out. Me and my 6 kids, because Section 8 didn't pay our rent this month. And then when she went to go look back, because they didn't pay this last month, she realized they haven't paid in 3 months. And you're just now telling me? Just now. She doesn't even have an eviction on paper. She's threatening to turn off the utilities if we're not gone by tomorrow. Where the hell am I gonna go with 6 kids? Where? Because anywhere I go, I'm gonna need first and last month's rent. And then she expects me to come up with almost $4,000 in back rent because Section 8 decided they weren't gonna pay my rent. This is bullshit. What kind of rights do I have? She can't do this to us. Where are we going this month?
So guess what? We gonna be the ones walking around in the grocery store with the big baskets. Cause we deserve it. All these years, they've been letting people with no job. They walking around with 2-3 baskets full of groceries, and us hard-working people, we got a little handheld basket with 2-3 items in there, cause that's all we have left out of our check. And they sitting around getting fat food, eating lobsters and shrimp and crabs and all this other good food, and we can't even eat that. And we the ones going to work.
Hey guys, yes, it's true that the White House is proposing to eliminate the Section 8 voucher program. And what they want to do is basically put a time limit, which is a 2-year time limit on all able-bodied citizens. So if you're able-bodied, meaning that you're not a veteran, you're not disabled, you're not elderly. If you're able-bodied and can work, and you're going to have a 2-year time. That's what they're proposing, a 2-year time limit, and there's no more Section 8.
What makes you think that people who get Section 8 and food stamps right now don't already work? And why they got to be lazy? That's not true. That is definitely not always the case.
I don't understand, why do people get off on seeing other people miserable or their lives kind of like falling apart a little bit?
We've been hearing a whole lot about cuts to food stamps and cuts to Medicaid. We are all thinking about the people that receive the benefits, but nobody is talking about the hospitals, the doctors, and the grocery stores that receive their share of over $900 billion in revenue from these programs.
Y'all, please tell me y'all seen that lady on TikTok, the Caucasian lady talking about the food stamps, crying because the food stamp office cut. She got cut off of food stamps, $4,000 of food stamps, cut off her Section 8. Her Section 8, I think she was paying like $86 or something a month. She got like 6 or 7 kids. She gets Social Security. She get welfare. She gets everything. Y'all, she's on there crying because they cut her off of everything and they told her that she's going to have to get a job. Y'all, and that's not even the bad part. The bad part is like, she's capably able, like she's able to work. Like, she's like, I can't work. And then she paused and she was like, well, I can work, but I don't want. What am I going to do? I told y'all before, and TikTok fact checked me and say I was lying about President Trump said he was going to stop the food stamps. What am I going to do? I told y'all they was going to stop Section 8. I told y'all they was going to stop Section 8, housing, food stamps. What am I going to do? I ain't going to have my Section 8. I ain't going to have my food stamps. What am I going to do, y'all? And TikTok fact checked me and said I was lying, and I told y'all they was going to cut the food stamps off. What am I going to do? I'm not going to have my food stamps. What am I going to do? I'm not going to be able to get my $0 I get a month in my food stamps. What am I going to do? I'm not going to be able to get my $0 that I get a month in food stamps. What am I going to do?